Well, it's me again, and this is my podcast and my world, where I take you along on an adventure where we get to explore everything and anything that goes on in my mind. Oh boy, is it random, is it crazy, it's nuts, it's all over the place. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and let's have a good time. Oh, it is so cold this morning. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing cranked up. There we go. Oh, it is cold. It is cold. It is cold. Well, I hope everybody's doing having a fantastic morning or day. Oh, 22 degrees out here. 22 degrees. Oh, man. So cold, the truck doesn't even want to start this morning. Oh, and it died. Come on, warm up. Oh, this is not good. And now my truck is dead. It's so cold out here. It doesn't want to run. Oh, this is not a good thing. This is not a good thing. Crummy. Alright. I'm going to have to pop the hood and see what's going on. Well, I got the truck running. It took me about 10 minutes. I had to get the other vehicle over here and get it jump started, but I got it running. So now I've got to let it sit for a few and warm up. It's like 21, 22 degrees outside. It is really freaking cold. And I don't know if you know anything about cars, but sometimes batteries don't like to stay fully charged when it's really cold. Batteries don't like being cold. I do need to look into getting one of those red tops, though. That's something I've had my eye on for a while. I just haven't put the money on it because they're like $300, but maybe before next winter, that's what I'll do. I'm standing here on the side of my truck and I'm looking at the bed, and the exhaust is coming out the tailpipe. You can see the smoke, not smoke, but the moisture coming out of the tailpipe, and 3 of my bed holes, like the rails on the bed, there's the steam coming out of them too. So it's clear to me that I have got to do something about my exhaust system too, which is going to happen. I plan on putting dual exhaust on it. It's got a 302 in it right now, and I think it would breathe and do a lot better if it could have a dual exhaust. So, all right, I'll see you in the cab in just a few minutes. Okay, so we're totally gonna give this another go. Woohoo! Oh, it is so cold. It is so cold this morning. Okay, I don't have my headphones on today, so it's gonna be probably a little louder than normal for the engine and background noise. So I do apologize ahead of time. I'm sorry. So you just have to bear with me. So guess what? I'm late for work. All right. Well, let's go into this whole day 4 of water fasting. I'm no longer water fasting. last night I decided to break my fast, and I didn't have to. I just decided that, you know what, I'm all right. I'm doing all right. That's nothing crazy. I'm not losing any major weight or anything. So I don't know what's going on with that. Probably just water retention or something. I don't know. But anyways, all's well. 191.6 was my final weigh in. So feeling good. I started off. What did I start off with? 198.2 or something like that, I think. So nothing too crazy. A few pounds. I'll probably end up gaining all of it back. I totally see that happening. So, or a lot of it back. But you know what? It's kind of more or less for the fun of it. A lot of the health factors, just trying to boost my metabolism up anyways. And, just be a little healthier and that kind of thing. So Valentine's Day is right around the corner, apparently. Yay. I can't stand holidays. I'm sorry, people. I can't. Holidays drive me crazy. It's all about, the shopper and spending money and and it seems like every holiday is that way. It's, oh, hey, we need to spend some money and we need to do this. So we gotta, buy these things, and every year we gotta get this and we gotta get that. And it's just like, it's almost as if the system or society or the businesses or corporations or whatever, it just almost seems like they prey on the emotional or something. I don't know. It's weird. Like traditions and everything is, oh, you got to buy presents for everybody, and kind of throw a guilt trip thing out there. And, I was listening to the radio, and, well, not this year. I haven't heard anything this year, but, last couple of years, you listen to the radio, and they're like, oh, yeah, get, these, chocolate dipped berries for your mom, or right now is a sale for $19.99 on 2 dozen or a dozen roses, and if you spend another $1 you get 2 dozen roses. I'm just like, wow, y'all are desperate. Oh man, yeah. I just having to buy stuff and shopping takes all of the fun and enjoyment out of holidays. My wife and I, we've been together for 12 years, I think. 12 or 13 years. And we started, like, before we weren't even married. I think we were still dating. Our very first Valentine's Day, we just made up our minds. We're like, you know what? We're not going to partake in this garbage. We love each other. We'll just do little, I love you stuff all year long and go on little dates and do stuff. We don't need to, to partake in this, hearts and teddy bears. And that's the thing. You buy someone one of these, like, little teddy bears or, whatever that says I love you on it or whatever. Those things, they don't stick around very long. They're usually in a garbage can pretty quick. And if they do stick around, how many years worth of crap like that, is someone really going to hold on to? It's just, I think I bought her 1 year. I bought her 1 year as a gag gift. And it was just random because like I said, we don't ever celebrate Valentine's Day. These 2 teddy bears, little teeny teddy bears. They were so cute, like Tie Baby, Beanie Baby kind of size. And I bought her 2 of them. They were holding hands, sitting side by side and holding hands. And then they had magnets in their faces, so they were kissing, and you could pull them apart and they'd kiss, pull them apart and they would kiss. And so as a gag gift, when Valentine's Day I got it, and I put it in her car up on the dashboard, like, you know, so between the steering wheel and the the gauges. And she went to work, comes home, and walks in the house with this thing in her hand and chucks it at me and says, "What the hell is this garbage? What the hell am I supposed to do with this trash?" I love you. We don't do this. I love you too. That's so sweet. But we don't do this. Oh, man, yeah. So, well, I just talk about the truck for a second. I just replaced the master cylinder on the truck, so the brakes are working fantastic. When it comes to this is like I said, 84 F-150. It's got, as of right now, 75,688 miles on it. And no, it has not rolled over. I have all of the paperwork for this thing since it was bought brand new. It has never hit 100,000 miles. So I'm under 100,000. My plans, well, what I've done so far, I put a new stereo system in it, and a subwoofer, and an amplifier, and the master cylinder, and I replaced the thermostat in it because I thought for some reason I was thinking the thermostat had a problem because it didn't want to heat up in the cab, so I replaced that, and I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem is that I just didn't have enough radiator fluid and the engine. But yeah, so my plans for this, I've been planning for the last couple of weeks it's got running boards on it, like those diamond plate running boards. My plan for the last couple of weeks has been to take those suckers off. They look very old, very, very, very old, and just gross. And I'm just not a big fan of, I don't know, the diamond plate running boards are just very ick, aftermarket thought, and they're not nice, they're not attractive, they're not good looking, they're pretty crappy. So I'm going to take those off. And then there's also some mud flaps that somebody decided to put on behind the bumper, the rear bumper. They screwed them to the bumper. And so I decided I'd like to take those off. They're just gross. And there is some mud flaps that I do want to get that go actually on the wheel wells. They're kind of a flat black, or like a black rubber, but they're flat, and there's no texture to them or anything. And yeah, they're not bad. They look actually kind of nice, and they're wide, and they go all the way down to the ground. But so I got this guy, our next door neighbor. He does auto body detailing, like he details cars and stuff. And just noticed, and he's set up to detail my truck next month. And he's got a for sale sign in the front yard, and he didn't say anything to me. I didn't know he was gonna sell. And I'm like, oh God, I hope you're not leaving the area. I hope you're not going anywhere, because I like you being right there, and I really want him to detail my truck. He's got to clean the engine compartment and everything. And of course, coming down to it, it looks like I need to probably buy me a brand new battery. So one that's got a better or higher cold crank amperage. So yeah. The battery that's in it right now has been in it since I bought the truck. And I bought this truck see, I got this truck, I want to say like 3 years ago from my ex-boss. The original deal was $1,200 for the truck, and I think she charged me $1,500. So, yeah, and it was, I paid for it basically with my bonuses. So instead of getting my bonuses at work, the bonuses went to my truck. So I don't know what the hell she was complaining about, but that's all that woman did is complain. Anyways, I'm not getting into that. So, let's see. Well, we got word so far about the house. We applied for the loan, and the loan that so far what we're approved, and I guess it could change, is $98,000. Well, we could buy a house for $98,000. However, it won't be here in the valley. We would have to move to the Spokane area, and my children would have to go to District 81. So that probably isn't going to happen. But I don't know. Well, we're going to look into it. I'm going to call the loan officer guy again today and see what's going on, what's happening next. Because $98,000 ain't gonna buy a house here in the valley. Nothing with any value, any quality. The prices of housing are going up through the roof, and I mean, if you want to buy a house out here, you gotta spend $200,000 now. And give it a couple more years, and it'll be $350,000, $400,000 for the same house. It's just the economy is booming, and housing is the prices are going up. So I'd like to be able to get in low, because I don't want to spend a stuff ton of money later down the road for the same thing I'd be getting now, but. I mean, I just yawned. Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know. Buying a house sucks. Buying a house really sucks. Getting approved, getting this, getting that, doing this, doing that. It all does. It sucks. And it's stressful. I don't recommend it to anybody. This is like our third or fourth time, I think, trying to get to this point. And I don't know. I would like to own my own home for the independence, and I understand there's more responsibility to it. There's more stuff you got to maintain and take care of, but with that in mind, renting sucks because you've got a landlord that hangs over your head all the time. You're basically throwing your money away instead of trying to build some equity. Everyone who's a multimillionaire, for the most part, I mean, I'm sure there's like a top 1%, but they all own property. Property is where to go. And I'm at the point right now where I'm thinking, all right, let's go to Spokane. Let's buy a house in Spokane, $98,000 house, whatever. Live there for 2 years, and then rent the damn thing out. By that time, it'll be built up more. We'll have more equity in our pocket. So, anyways, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but I'll keep you informed on how that goes and what's going on with that as time goes on. So, y'all have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and until next time, bye for now.
This has been a Graham's World broadcast brought to you directly from Graham's mind. So stay tuned because there's more to come.